Hey everybody, this is Darren from For the Music Scene here at the 2010 Sundance Film Festival in lovely Park City, Utah. We're here at the premiere for Dryland, the America Ferrera movie. We're going to see if we can get a chance to talk to America. You know her as Ugly Betty, but today she's executive producer and actress in Dryland.
You think it was going to be like this?
Oh, my daddy went to Nam. Didn't know how to be anything to anyone.
Why'd you sign up?
I just wanted to be my own man. Be a hero.
Please. Don't you ever leave me again.
I won't.
I still get butterflies.
They treat you well over there?
As good as expected.
Get you some terrace?
Jack, cut it out. You're so stupid.
I was just wondering.
All right, just leave him alone.
Surprise. Wasn't Susie licking on you?
Not everybody's like you, Jimmy. You know, if you want to talk, I'm here. What the hell did you do to him, Michael?
Thought we'd go shoot some rabbits and...
You thought it was a good idea to get him drunk and start shooting?
In the film, you reconnect with your army buddy. Have you ever had an experience like that in your real life, as reconnecting with somebody?
Yeah, absolutely. I've had a really interesting experience, with the armed forces myself. I've traveled over 9 countries. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan, and I've had a lot of friends who are in the forces. It's about figuring out how do we welcome them back home, and that's really the big picture now. And I think that's what we did really good in this movie, was to show the human behind the soldier, not the soldier that's fighting a certain war. That's a big message, we should embrace each other. When they come home, we are part of the same platoon somehow.
What was it like to work with this great cast?
And I feel so unbelievably fortunate to have worked with such a great cast. Everybody from the very beginning, I feel like we connected, as actors, but also over the material itself. And we felt like we were working towards something important. So, yeah, at every turn, I think we had each other's back, and it was a wonderfully supportive environment.
What about the director, the other Ryan? What was it like working with him?
I can't say enough good things about Ryan Pierce Williams. He's one of my closest friends, and I've never met anybody that works so hard, and he was so utterly passionate about the project. From the very beginning, he fought for authenticity at every turn.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
Hi, nice to meet you. How are you?
Good, how are you? What was it like to work on this movie for you?
This movie, oh my God. It was amazing. It was an unbelievable experience. It's so rare that everyone's having a good time and enjoying themselves, and, crazy to the point where you're like, is everyone okay or heavily medicated? Because we're all really having a good time, especially with such a serious subject matter, too.
What was your experience like working with Ryan, the director?
Ryan Pierce Williams, oh my God. I think he shot that movie 12 times in his head before we arrived on set, because he just knew there's not a moment wasted.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm Darren from the Music Scene. Hi. Hi, nice to meet you. You've worked on other soundtracks before, right? What was different about this one for you?
The main difference is I've known Ryan Williams, the director, since he was 20 years old, and never in working on a film has my girlfriend ever been the music supervisor like she was on this. So I was really working that, and doing my best to pitch my songs, to be in the film.
Make you nervous?
Well, it did a little bit, because rejection is that much greater when it comes from someone that you care so much about, and who you would yourself do anything for, and when that might not be returned, it makes you very insecure. So
April, what was it like working with this guy? Did you keep him in line?
I didn't need to keep him in line. He was fantastic and easy. And once we had Dean Parks, on board, we just kind of did our thing because, Dean and Lyle record together in the studio, and it was just a really nice experience. So, yeah.
So, the music that's out there right now, what are you into right now that you're hearing?
I enjoy nothing more than being able to keep up with my friends and the people that I came up with, people like Robert Earl Keen and Sean Colvin. I still listen to music that inspired me originally, music by songwriters like Guy Clark and Townes Van Zandt and Tom Waits and Randy Newman, who's does such a wonderful job with the films as well. I've worked over the years with so many of my musical heroes like Bonnie Raitt and Leo Kottke. That still inspires me. There are lots of great young performers as well. Warren Hood from Austin is a wonderful singer and songwriter and musician. There's a band called the Belleville Outfit down there that I think is just terrific. There's lots of great new young music, and there's just so much to keep up with that. Music is always interesting, I think.
Is this your first executive producing experience?
It's not my first. There were a couple other independent films that I've been an executive producer on, but it's certainly my most integral role as an executive producer. I've been involved from before the script was written, through every draft, to the end. So
you also served a dual role. You're acting in the film. Tell me about your part.
I play Sarah, who is the young wife of the soldier who returns from war, and she is, trying to find her husband, trying to reconnect, trying to bring him back to their life just with love and support. And she represents, all of the family members who have given up just as much as the people who have gone over.
Speaking of that, did you get to connect with some real life families and talk to them about this?
Yeah, I did. Ryan Williams, the director, sought out the support of the U.S. Army, and which was so important for the film because it opened up so many resources. They sent me phone numbers of women who I could speak to and interview and talk to about their husbands coming home from war. So there was definitely an overall feeling of wanting to be connected to the people that we were making this movie for and wanting to get it right, and they really wanted us to get it right.
What music out there right now are you listening to that you just love?
Well, wait, I would rather talk about how incredible the music is in this movie. It's such a huge part of the film, and it's its own character. And anyone who sees films knows how much of an impact of the music can have on your journey, on where it takes you. And we had the incredible support of Lyle Lovett, and then this incredible composer, Dean Parks, who is from Texas, and the movie's based in Texas, so we had that feel. And the music was just, we watched it 100 million times to just picture, and then when we added that music, it was like, just took you to another place. And so, music and film, they're one, they're one. And it's a balance. It's like, you don't want to take away from the story, but you want to use it to the way that it, can inform the story, so.
Thank you so much.
Been on edge, mood swings, that sort of thing.
You involved in any serious attacks?
Vehicle was hit. 2 men were killed. Can't really remember.
Sarah, look at me!
Don't you ever touch me like that again, James! You went crazy last night.
Baby.
No!
James?
Oh, man, how are you? I love you, baby! I'll see you in a few days!
It's gonna be a few days, right?
Go along. Sorry.
James!
Stop! James! I had myself convinced we'd never see you again.